All right. The Savage AF, y'all. I don't know if anybody's even in here yet. My eyes are glued to the screen. Right now, my alma mater. It's March Madness, y'all. Yay. Watch this. I'm just going to put it up there right now. It's March Madness. I'm going mad right now. My alma mater. The P. The big P. Don't mind the hair. We doing it's a style. It's a look I'm going for. But the big P. We're only down by 3 to Arizona. Late in this game, about 5 minutes left, man. So a little bit caught up in that still. But that's going down. Savage AF, you know what it is. Now this, I don't think so. I don't think this will be a Dro solo edition. Okay. Shane just said he needed like 5 minutes or something, so he should be in here soon. But I don't know if you guys are watching any games, man. Anybody out there, man? Shout out your team. If you got a team in the tourney, or maybe a team or two, let me know what's up, man. In the meantime, y'all know me. Black Page was a commercial. Maybe I'll get some business done here. How's my hair look? All right, here's the thing. Savage AF. We are a political, social commentary show run by 2 comedians. Okay, forget your feelings. Facts matter. That's our general motto. We're here for you guys Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, typically, live on YouTube and Facebook, typically. Sometimes we get a little flag on the play and I have to take a break. But that being said, again, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, YouTube, Facebook, live. If you ever miss us live, that's on you. Okay. Just don't be coming to me with no excuses or I had to. No, I don't care. All right. What I do care about is if you do miss us live, that you redeem thyself, cleanse yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka by going to our YouTube page. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen, you see it, catch it before it go. Oh, wait, here come another one. Yeah. YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. You know what it is, man. Yeah. And you want to get that in. I know some of y'all are delinquents, violent offenders, verbal abusers, and you've been banned from YouTube. I get it. Hasn't happened to me personally, but I could see how it could happen to some of y'all. Yeah. So for those who have been banned from YouTube, Facebook is here. It's here for you to use and become friends with. On Facebook, we are Savage A.F. Okay, there's dots with the A and the F. Okay, so Savage A.F. Like a period, that kind of dots. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? All right, back to the game, y'all. There's 3 minutes and 53 seconds left. These boys are down by 3. We're a 15 seed. Arizona, also a historic program in college basketball, is a number 2 seed. So, in theory, this game shouldn't be this close. Get them. Oh, we talking about a 1-point game now. Shut your mouth, okay? Shut your whole face. Yeah, bitch, we about to shit talk. Oh, nigga. All right, so this is very reminiscent. Oh, bitch, get up. No, motherfucker. What? Hey, man, show them how Jadwin do. That's the name of the Princeton Arena where they play basketball, Jadwin Gym. Show them how they ball, bro. All right. We just got a block and the ball back. Chance to take the lead for the first time in the game. Princeton is not. Oh, bitch, get up. Oh, no, he missed it. Shit. All right, sorry, y'all. If y'all just jumping in, Maya, I see you. No other. Miranda, what up, though? Hey, Branda, I see you as well. Damani. All right, so oh Lord, don't hit that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, we still a 1 point game. Maya, you got some Josh Cabernet and the blunt ready? All right, good. Well, whoa! Oh! Motherfucker, man. Just give me one basket. Y'all, you don't even need a three. Just get a basket, man. It's a 1 point game with 2:24 left. Definitely freaking out. Definitely freaking out. All right. I might have to install the phone on this one just to get him a whole nother thing. Uh yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we're back at a commercial. I don't know what's up with Shane. He said he had to call the bank or something like that. Oh, maybe his shit closed. We were just talking about it yesterday. Everybody called the bank. Make sure your shit is still there. Because some more banks. What's it? I think it's called Pacific West or no. First Republic Bank is now getting some kind of infusion of money from bigger banks like Chase and Wells Fargo and Bank of America and Citigroup. So yeah, maybe Shane's caught up in that. Roger Stacker, I see you, man. So sorry, y'all. This is a bit of chaos at the beginning of the show here because my team, my squad. This is my actual alma mater. Y'all know I'm a huge Michigan fan, but this is the school I actually went to. And Princeton right now is down by 1 point with 2 minutes left in the first round of this NCAA tournament. Princeton hasn't been in like 6 years. Oh, yes, sir. Give me that turnover. Give me that. Yeah. Okay. 2:10 left. Down by 1. I would just a bucket. Just want to see one fall. Just want to lay it down. There you go. That's a good call, ref. That's a good call. All right, now what? All right, we're dribbling up the court here. I don't know none of these kids' names. I ain't followed one damn game all year. Yeah! Yeah! That's a lead. That's a lead, bitch. Get up. What up? What up, though? What up, though? Where they at? Hey, hit him with it. Get him with it. Yeah. Come on, give me some defense. That's right. All right, it's 56-55 Princeton with 1:45 left. Oh, get that Yankee. Oh, got that ball. It's a jump ball. Who's got the arrow? God damn it. All right, Arizona gets the ball back. Possession. Still up by 1. Get up. Yes, sir. Okay, so this is very reminiscent of my freshman year, 1996. I was on spring break, but I think I was stuck on campus for spring ball or something like that, spring football. But yeah, we were number 13 seed versus number 4 UCLA my freshman year. And woo, they won that game. It was like 43-41. Bro, it was, but that was that old Princeton style of basketball. Just wear them down. Oh, come on. Don't give up that. Yes, sir. Turn that over. That whole biscuit. Give me that biscuit back. All right. We just got a steal. That's a great stop. There's 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Princeton up by 1. Sorry, y'all. This is not our usual show here on Saturday AF. I'm just kind of. Oh, come on, ref. Motherfucker got. Oh. All right. I see how they want to do. It's okay. The one Negro for Princeton on the floor right now couldn't get the foul call. I'm smelling systemic racism on that one. Lady Hazel May, I see you, girl. All right, thank you. Oh, bitch, get out of here. Blocking that shit. Yeah, man. They're playing great D. I'll tell you this right now. Princeton, from what I saw this season, is a better defensive team than Michigan basketball is. So I don't even know if Michigan wants to see this. But oh, look at that. Get up there, bud. Number 3, I see you. Like Mike. Again, we're not supposed to be Dro Solo today, Lady Hazel May. Shane texted me like 17 minutes ago and said he needed 5 minutes. So my bad. Miss No Slick Name, I see you as well. Again, I'm caught up in the drama. There's 50 seconds left in this game. Princeton is up by 1 against number 2 Arizona This is March Madness. This is what this shit is all about. All right. Some school named Foreman or Furman, they put Virginia out the tournament, and that was a top team. So let's go, y'all. Let's go. This is what March is about. This is what the madness is about. Lady Hazel May she says, I have my kids banking at the credit union through my brother because you can't be a member there unless you work for the county. Well, see, there you go, girl. Work that system. Work that system. Yes, Miss No Slick Name, my hair is growing. This is all natural. I don't know if y'all can tell, but that's me. Uh, no, Maya, I don't have any money on this game. I'm not a gambler like that, and I would never bet like on my team either or any team that I support. Really, I'm just a true definition of a fanatic. I love sport, and if you rep a piece of my life, like Detroit, like Michigan, like my undergrad experience at Princeton, then I'm a pull for you, bro. And I played football in college, 2 years. So, oh, give me that board, give me that board. Man, y'all don't understand what's going on, dog. You about to see a nigga flip out. I'm telling you, if these niggas beat Arizona today, I'm about to flip the fuck out. I'm gonna flip the fuck out. All right, it's 35 seconds left. We up by one. Let me see what you got. All right, this is our number one player. I can't even pronounce his name. He's some UK Negro with an African ass name. Oh, and one. Oh, okay. We didn't get the N1, but we did get the foul. Princeton going to the line with 21 seconds left and a chance to go up by 3. Oh, my nigga. Oh, my nigga. This is it. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. And I'm watching through Roku, so I don't know if my feed is behind. I just said Roger said P up by 3. Give me these 2 free throws. Come on. Give me these 2. Haragasam. Haragasam day. Let's go. Shambhala Shay, my nigga. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, these Arizona fans look stressed, my nigga. Yes, welcome to the Ivy League, bitch. We had to write a thesis. Look, these niggas got to write theses just to get their bachelor's degree. You think they fucking around? You think they fucking around? 20 seconds left. Come on, bitch. Come on, let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Biscuits. That's gravy. That's great. Come on. Oh, Hoga Shambarang. I think it's about to happen, dog. I think it's about to happen. All right, I'm not gonna look at the comment section because I know some of y'all might be, oh bitch, oh bitch. A nigga might have to drive up to Sacramento, nigga. They in California doing this. I might have to drive to Sacktown, Bay Area, and back down, nigga. I'm gonna Tupac my way up this coast, nigga. Oh my god. Oh, this would be fantastic, dog. And Michigan won their NIT game the other night. They are in the NIT. We still pulling for that. Go blue. Oh gosh, Shamahalade. Won't he do it? Come on, man. Give me 2. Just give me 2. His name is Tucson Awahau. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. It doesn't even sound like the way it's like a W sound at the beginning, but it starts with an EV. Oh, give me that. Oh, that's a biscuit. That's game, nigga. That's game, dog. I think that's game, bitch. 4 points with 3 seconds left. Nigga, it's more points than seconds. That's math. That's math. We do math at Princeton. Yes, sir. Come on. All right. I don't know, premature celebrations. But give me that other one. Oh, even better. Let that clock run. Let that clock run. That's wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I was behind you, Roger, but now I'm looking. Yeah, we got it. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. All right. I don't even know what we're gonna talk about today because I ain't really putting our show together. I got to be honest. I really didn't. I was really just caught up in this game. These boys did it. These boys did it. 59-55. All right. Well, shit. I don't know where Shane is. I don't know what's going on, man. These boys. These boys. All right. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We 15 minutes inside. I just forced y'all to watch me watch something else, which is some very millennial shit where they be watching other kids play video games. Isn't that crazy? When you was lazy if you played video games when I was a kid, but you even lazier if you just watching another motherfucker play. Like we would watch people play and you waiting your turn, but they got whole channels out there where people make money off the following of people watching them play. Anyways, Princeton won, man. That's what it is. Go PU. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this, man. All right, man. All right. So Roger, I think he said who they got next. Oh wait, I gotta hear this little post game. Let me hear this little post game. Hold on. Talk to him, Dana. Talk to him, Mitch. By the way, the coach of Princeton now was the captain on the team that beat UCLA when I was a freshman. So it's also weird to know that you went to school with the coach. Puts a little age on me, but it's all good. You see my hair. Hold on. Let me get this little post game. Sorry. Stick with me, y'all. Feel the emotions. These niggas got beat by a British nigga. You bloody right, Mike. You bloody right. There you go, man. All right. Sorry, y'all. All right, I'm gonna mute this. All right. Ooh. All right, Maya. So I'm sorry. She said, let's talk about Texas taking over the school district in Houston. Now, Maya, if you can quickly give me a little jaunt about that, because I'm not completely up on that story. What we do know about Texas so far, based on the information we have, is country as fuck. One of the most dangerous places on this planet to have a vagina, first of all. If you have a vagina and you're in Texas, run. Just get out. Leave your vagina behind if you have to, but you need to get out of there. But and we know the steps they've taken over the years. You know what I mean? Over the years, they've okay. So here's what happens, like in educational printing, as far as I understand, like when Houghton Mifflin or whoever prints all the textbooks. I know years ago, Texas, passed laws and changed their textbooks to, downgrade slavery to involuntary relocation, to also show that, or to say that the Civil War was based first on states' rights, and number two, something called sectionalism, which I still don't understand, and then number three was slavery. You know what I'm saying? Just like, so they're pushing specifically Black history to the side. That trans LGBTQ people, your rights are in jeopardy in Texas. So it doesn't surprise me, Maya, for you to say that Texas is taking over the school district in Houston. Houston, I'm assuming I haven't been there, but I'm aware that it has a large Black population. I can infer from that public school systems with large Black populations are probably going to be predominantly Black. And so then it sounds like a larger white ass state is coming into a localized Black situation and imposing itself on it. So Maya says, thank you for the filler here, Maya. She says, so it's the largest district in Houston, serving a largely black population. Okay, there we go. The state is saying that they are taking it over from the current leaders because of low scores. Yeah, all right. Yeah, bang. Sing me. I can sing you a song of a very similar situation that happened with a also predominantly black school system that I am a product of called the Detroit Public School System. And maybe 15, 20 years ago at this point, yeah, because, and I'm not going to argue that the school board in Detroit was or wasn't corrupt or didn't have corrupt members. And there are obvious problems with the system in general, Detroit public school system, that is. But the governor, I think it was Snyder at the time, old Snively Snyder, Republican, put in a what they call a emergency manager to take over the Detroit public school system. So I get that. But we know how they play, Maya. Let me see. She says this is straight out of the DeSantis playbook of controlling the educational content. And that's not DeSantis's playbook. That's the playbook he uses, right? And he's the mouthpiece for it now. But what we're talking about really is, the cracker ass cracker overseer white supremacist playbook. Right? This is the playbook of white supremacy. Shang is about to be in the building, y'all, in 3, 2, 1. I'm bringing him in. He's ready. There you go. There we go. I'm gonna switch up these sides here. All right, man. You said you had to call the bank. Is your bank still open? Is your money still there? Because these banks are closing. These banks are closing like virgin legs. Hey,
I'm with a big bank, so I ain't got no problem.
Shorty, what you drink? Shane said, "Shorty, what you drink?" Oh, by the way, Roger Stacker, we got Missouri up next. Princeton got Missouri. So, hey, bro, Princeton just beat Arizona, homie. Yeah, number 15 seed just beat number 2 seed Arizona.
So I'm glad Arizona.
Oh no, yeah, no, fuck that place.
Arizona is a place that basically nurtures racism and idiocy, just like Texas and Florida and the rest of the places. They're all pieces of shit. Welcome everybody. Hey.
All right. So just to fill you in, Shane, we were talking about Maya Baker led us into a conversation about the state of Texas taking over the Houston school district, the public school district.
Right.
And as you can guess, there happens to be a lot of what do you call them, niggas in Houston and in that school district.
Right.
But as they said, as Maya is telling us that the state is saying because of low scores, they need to come in and take over. And Maya is adding that the low scores is a product of COVID, but the GOP is claiming that this has been the case for over 7 years.
Well, they're lying. They're lying too. They did it because there was 9 Democrats that they kicked out. They tried to, basically kick out so they can navigate to make it some, to change the narrative of what is going on in the country. Like Florida, they're basically trying to do that. So the GOP is full of shit. We know they're full of shit. They've always been full of shit, and that's what they're doing. And there was 9 Democrats that were in office that they're trying to kick out, or either trying to kick out or kicked out. That's the fact, Jack.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. And we were also talking about this general GOP, but what I've labeled the white supremacy playbook of controlling education, access to it, even the historical narrative itself, in order to exert influence and maintain supremacy.
Well, no, that's all it is.
Ideological supremacy.
Let me tell you something about these fuck buckets. These fuck buckets are always, they're so scared of equality and equal playing field. That's what they do. And right now they know, and they're getting bred out because apparently black dick is stronger than regular dick, I guess, because if you have a black woman, a black man and a white woman, and the baby comes out with more DNA and features of the black person, whereas in a white
Not
person,
always necessarily.
no, but a white person can't like, yeah, not always. No, look at my light skin.
I mean, some people pass,
But
right?
they said
what I mean?
basically, and somebody can back me up on this. They're saying they could pass, but what I'm saying is, most of the time, the black gene is stronger, and that's not racism. That's just science, bitches. So any of you people to get it up in your feelings, if you get up in your feelings, why don't you do me a favor? Take your fist, shove it up your ass, and fist fuck yourself. Because I'm telling the truth.
Well, I'll admit I'm not educated enough on that to talk about the black gene.
I
But
will tell you right now.
I know when races mix, that shit could turn out to be a whole lot of shit, man. I gotta, yeah, like my ex used to have black, half white, but didn't present, obviously black, and then I got a homie who has 3 sons, and they all look alike, but the third one came out the darkest, but with red hair and freckles and shit. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's amazing.
no,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying no, but it's a baby anyway. It goes as a human being, because the bottom line is we always say race, but actually it's the human race. It's not just race. But we're done like that. I mean,
What I do know is this: that 2 whites cannot create a black baby. That this is how we know that. So it has been proven genetically that white skin, lighter skin, is derivative of dark skin.
right?
Dark skin
like-
has more DNA.
Yeah, that's the name of my company, Dark is Light Productions. Light comes from dark, but actually
There you
the name of the company is actually based on, it was a password that people said when they were trying to catch slaves coming to the north, and they would have a password was dark as light. So I didn't want to
Yeah,
get that
yeah.
levels, but that's what it was. It was dark as light, and then when they would say that, they would be able to go from passage from the south to the north.
Now, Damani Jones says, I graduated from HISD, which I'm assuming is Houston Independent School District. Soon to not be independent, but he said, I graduated from HISD school and I ain't learned shit about how to starch my jeans. Y'all country down there, man. Y'all crazy, man. Starching.
Yeah, why you got a crease in your jeans?
This thing get cuffed up, crease.
And I'm sure you got white socks on and brown shoes. The fuck you wearing down
Pull
there?
y'all shoes up.
Everybody down there knows. Everybody knows what it is. I mean, you got to look at some of the mentality. You got to think, this is not racist, but white people in the South that still cling to the fucking lies and the bullshit, you got to admit, they're dumb as fuck. They still believe in the big lie. They still believe there's Jewish space lasers. They believe all that bullshit. The 36% that back Trump, and the 26% of people that believe in all this bullshit, they're not black. You can say what you want. You can say, well, black people, what's up too? No, those are white folks. Those are the people behind the Cracker Barrel doing meth and passing head in their tooth to another person so they could chew some corn on the cob. They share teeth. That's what they do.
That doesn't sound sanitary. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I'm just going to be honest. And by the way, you and your March Madness, do you know this is the wild shit? They had babies picking the different logos. And,
oh, yeah.
and you know what logo they picked? Princeton.
Yeah, man. Come on, dog. It's bright.
It's bright.
A bright orange. You know what I mean? It's shiny object.
There's no other reason they picked it. So shut up. But no, this is the main thing I'm saying pertaining to, other than go Princeton. Princeton, I mean, you know what? I've been there, and it's not the best school. It's just not. It's just not. Stanford is.
Whoa, who told you that?
Yeah, I just came to that conclusion. I don't know why.
Oh, all right.
Okay, that's not true.
That's based on no research.
But I met my ex at Stanford, and I had a very long relationship with her. So she's very brilliant. She's but now she done popped out 10 kids or some shit like that.
Oh,
She's walking around with udders, and that's how she feeds.
Milking time.
Yeah, everybody, time to eat. And then strangers come up and suck on her teeth.
Grab the teeth.
But no, I'm saying that when you talk about the fact that Texas is doing this, Actually, it was the Satan that started this process of trying to get rid of all the books and all this other stuff, and minimizing any kind of knowledge of Black history. And now Texas is basically going to do that. Then we're going to see Montana, Dakota, and all the other bastions of fucking backward bleach people, do the same shit. Maya Baker.
Montana and Dakota just sounds like two white girls that you never want to hang out with.
Right. Yeah, we can't say that with you though, because you have.
I said you would never want to hang out.
No, I
with,
would.
You know me.
But no,
I'll
I
take
mean,
chances.
I've never been mad at you for going out with white girls, because especially at least the one white girl I met, she was nice. I mean, she had no seasoning, but other than that,
I was the pepper.
you were the pepper. You were the
for
pepper.
chicken
No,
breast.
you were the pepper, the turmeric, the sauce, the everything. So I've never been mad at you for that. I'm not, even though I'm a separatist. Apparently, somebody called me a separatist the other day.
Separatist.
Yeah, just because I said we need more Black families to be stronger and together. Somebody says, why can't it be a mixed family? Why can't you be progressive? Know your pronouns and all this other shit. And I was like, first off, I will push you right into traffic. I will do
Eat my ass.
Yeah. So Maya Baker says the Daughters of the Confederacy as an organization are working towards returning this country, and especially the South, to pre-Civil War days. Outwardly sanctioned slavery is the goal.
And for those who don't know, the Daughters of the Confederacy are also commonly known as whores. Yeah. Daughters of the Confederacy, fuck your daddy. Okay, first of all, and your parents. But no, listen. No matter what you call themselves, Daughters of the Confederacy, Trump supporter, Congress. there's so many movements here trying to take America backwards. And we know that by reading the 13th Amendment at all, but also literally, that slavery has never ended in this country.
No. Well,
it's never ever ended.
Well,
no. Slavery is legal as a form of punishment for a crime. Right?
No,
so slavery is still legal as a form of punishment for a crime.
You know why I know? Because we work comedy clubs and they give us shit money, so it's still slavery going on. Hey man, enjoy your $25 for doing your best material.
But you know what? At those comedy clubs, the aprons that the servers might wear at any given club may have been made for pennies on the hour by prison labor, which is the updated version of slave labor, right, or the new legal slave labor. Sorry. So there's always been a part of America that is not able to let that go. Is not able to let go of the subjugation of.
But you know whose fault this is? All of this shit that I'm gonna tell you whose fault this is, and we're gonna get to the core of it. And everybody out there, this is the absolute fact. It's because the Democrats are pussies. The Democrats know they're doing shit like this, and they need to go harder in the paint. I've been saying that for years. Merrick Garland just proved how much of a bitch he is and not stepping up with his won't worry about their feelings. We got to stop worrying about the Republicans' feelings, because the Republicans don't give a fuck about the Democrats' feelings. And we're always saying allegedly, or it's both sides, or maybe, look at who's saying, but no, this is a false equivalency. I'm sick of their false equivalency, and all of them can gag on donkey dick. I'm older.
Bring your own donkey.
Well, yeah, I'm older than Pedro. I'm an old man. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sick of the compromising. I'm sick of the condoning. I'm sick of the meeting halfway. I'm sick of it. Fuck them. Go hard in the paint. Call them out on their lies every fucking day. The news stations, CNN, bitch ass MSNBC, start calling it for what it is. And you don't want to seem like you want to lose some of your audience. That audience ain't fucking with you anyway. Fox News viewers and Newsmax ain't watching MSNBC and CNN. So why the fuck are you trying to court them? Fuck them. Get with the majority of people, because the majority of people are the ones making shit happen right now. And that is what we need to do. The GOP is full of shit, been full of shit, and I hate their families, and I want to fight them.
AJ Fit, man. Yeah, I just decided I haven't done my hair yet today, bro. No electrical shock has occurred, but this is
I
me.
was
I woke up
wondering.
like this.
No. He has the it's the Beaker from Beaker.
Bunsen and Beaker.
Yeah, that's not the hair. That was what he looked like.
Maya says GOP are playing chess, Democrats are playing checkers. I mean, we talk Democrat, Republican, all that shit, but we know that you know, during slavery and Reconstruction, like the Democrats were the slave, was the party of slavery,
They were the party
and,
of
and then
racism
and then
for a
it
bit, but it switched.
and
We're
then it
talking about
flipped. You
today.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it flipped.
So I mean, just that flipping, honestly, it shows me that they're just two different sides of the same coin,
No,
right? So
not at all. Not at
heads,
all. No.
it's heads.
There was a
I
they
mean,
and there
listen,
was I watched the thing on Vice where they were saying where they're trying to say that the Democrats and Republicans, not that the Democrats are perfect, that their progression towards working for the general public.
no,
You
yeah,
can see the progression and the willingness to work across the aisle, bipartisanship has progressed for Democrats and being more open to change for Democrats by far compared to the Republicans.
right,
If
right.
anything, the Republicans are regressing. The
No,
Republicans
I get
and
that
the
now,
Democrats are
but
right.
what I'm saying though is though, like the Democratic Party now, because even you call them bitch asses every day, right? Like it's
Bitch asses.
right,
Hey,
right.
cuz,
So
what you doing up in here? What you wearing, cuz?
when they're fighting for progressive, legislature for, let's say the middle class or
Right.
LGBTQ or Asian, even the Democratic Party leaves black people behind, even when it's being progressive. And we can go back 30 years to the crime bills of the 90s that, were pushed through by a Democratic president and Joe Biden, even as a senator. So uh, while the party in general is progressive towards, a larger swath of Americans, you know what I mean, rich, poor, middle, um, they still find ways to leave black people behind,
Well, they
right?
leave black people behind. No, they don't. No, can't say that. Can't say they don't leave them behind. But a
Even the
lot of it,
vaccine rollout, right? Black people got left behind. They catch up, but when it initially dropped, you learn that, oh shit, black people aren't getting this in the areas that they need to. You know what I mean? So, I see the general intention. I know that there's a huge difference between the parties now, but as well intentioned as the Democrats are, we still fall through cracks, right? That's all I'm saying. I'm being critical of the party that I'm a part of because we have to be and we should be.
well, let's talk about San Francisco. Maya Baker say looking at reparations for blacks in the city. Now, I mean, we've been talking about this for so long pertaining to reparations. We already know the situation with the resistance from people said, "But I wasn't the one that did that to you." This doesn't matter, motherfucker. Okay, we built this country, and this is the fucked up part. And I'm not always on Dr. Umar's side because he says some crazy shit, but he's right. How the fuck people that are immigrants that come in that we brought over from Ukraine gets all this assistance, and black people can't get assistance in this country? We can't get assistance. We can't get reparations for a country we built. We built too, with our hands, blood, sweat, and tears. And that's it. It's because I keep saying this. I've said this since we've been doing the show, even when we was doing on IG. I don't know what black people. If there's white people here, I want you to know this is just your people. You don't like us. You don't like us. You're never going to fucking do anything to move us forward. You're never going to do that because that means you feel like moving us forward is moving you back. It's because you got bitch in your chest. You probably use bitch lotion. Good chance when you're doing your armpits, you're wearing bitch deodorant and you wear bitch pants and bitch clothes because you're a bitch.
Let me see. So, I mean, I always cringe when you're like, white people don't care about it. It's like it's
No,
not all.
it is. You know what?
Not,
If okay, so the good white people It's not our problem. Good white people, check the bad white people more. To the point, check them to the point where shit is good now. Where we're good and we're the equal playing field. If there's a black person that's subpar and he can't move forward and he's not fucking good, then fuck him too. But at least let me be on the same playing field as you. So when I'm running the race, I ain't got a big ball and chain on my leg and you got motherfucking somebody pulling you behind a truck, which we've been pulled behind a truck and we know what happened with that.
Maya Baker says, but is $5 million per person enough?
No.
Well. So here's the thing, right? I saw a thing once. I can't remember the specifics of the reference, but it was a video piece, and this black sociologist, he had done, the calculations, the breakdown, and I think he guesstimated that, there would be it'd be like $30 million for every sort of eligible black person in America. So obviously 5 million is way less than that, but he was speaking on a national level, on a federal level, and this sounds like a municipal scale thing, Maya. So then in that case, and I don't know how many, qualifying black people, I want to say qualifying, right? Like there are African immigrants here right now who, wouldn't have claim to that money, right? There's
a lot of people that wouldn't have.
Maybe black people from places where slaves weren't taken from. If we go back, genealogy wise, but so I don't know how many people in San Francisco would qualify, but I couldn't expect San Francisco to be able to pay, more than 5 million or so per. Let's say there's 100,000, 200,000 black people in the city or whatever that would qualify. I don't know, making up shit. For a city, that'd be a lot to handle. So then you would expect maybe federal dollars to kick in.
Hold on, I'm gonna take the glasses off, my reading glasses. Mm-hmm. Pedro, what you mean? What's wrong with me saying white people?
So we have white friends, and no, wait a minute. Sometimes I have sex with very good white people. Sometimes
I have,
and they are my friends. Okay, they are nice to me, and they like me.
People, because if white people were so filled with empathy and fact and truth and justice and peace and honor and all that other stuff, the good white people, they would have been checked the bad white people, because it's supposed to be good moral good white people, the bad white people. I don't know about that anymore, because the good white people have let this shit perpetuate for hundreds of years. They see that it's wrong. They see the injustice. They see the injustice pertaining to cops and how the cops are absolutely fucking full of shit, and they still have not stepped up and checked them. They see the injustice pertaining to prisons, the prison where if you get charged for the same time as somebody white, the white person gets less time and not as severe treatment. So no, I feel like the good white people, and if y'all can get mad at me all you want, I know some of y'all love, nigga, you look white. The good white people need to check the bad white people. It is a problem that they need to check if they are about the human race moving forward. It is not us, it is them. Jane Elliott said it right. How many white people, even if I was a rich black person, would want to be me?
That was a Chris Rock bit, right?
No, it was Jane Elliott.
Oh no, but
he did a bit from it, right?
Chris Rock did a bit.
Yeah, but Jane Elliott. If you watch some, by the way, I highly recommend watching this old, cantankerous white lady check white people on their racism.
Cantankerous and dangerous.
Why? I'm just telling you right now, that is the case. Right now, Pedro is a very, very accomplished person. He's a Princeton man.
I had my time.
You're a Princeton graduate, which is not a lot of things what people can say. A lot of people can't say that.
By the way, did I mention that we beat Arizona today?
Yeah,
59 to 55.
I think you said it a few times. I think it's
in the NCAA tournament.
I'm a Carnegie graduate. There's a lot of people that can't say that. So the bottom line is, which is not as prestigious. Plus, mine was for fuckery. Yours was for something more. Mine was for like art.
Right.
Ooh.
My sister went to art school too, man. It's a
So, but what I'm saying is,
fantastic. And Carnegie Mellon is a fantastic school.
yeah, it was awesome. White. The reason I say white people, even though you said I fucked some good white people. White
Yeah.
people need to check white people more than black people need to check white people because the white people are the people that are in a position of power.
Well, speaking of Chris Rock, it's like the black people versus niggas bit. It's like white people need to check these crackers. You know what I mean? There's white people and there's crackers, and crackers have got to go. AJ Fitz said, "Give me $5 million not taxed, and I'm good. 30 million, they won't ever pay that for each of us." Now, again, that wouldn't be whatever gets paid. I wouldn't. Not every black person would be eligible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even sure what the criteria would be. Like, you know, would you have to be a certain percentage of African from a certain place? You know, from certain places,
Yeah, how would
or
they gauge it?
yeah, yeah. You know, so I'm not sure how that works. Like, if you're a black person but of East African roots, you know, I'm not sure that many. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know but I'm not sure how many East Africans were enslaved. As far as I know, it was like mostly West Africa,
Right.
due to the access from Europe. But yeah, so it wouldn't be everybody, AJ, that's eligible, but also 5 million, 30 million. The idea that it would actually be done, seems a bit far fetched. Now, it has happened in some towns. I've heard of smaller municipalities um, than San Francisco who have made some reparations moves.
But other people have
And I kind of agree with AJ though. Like 5 million for me,
I'm
I'm
good.
cool, my nigga. I'm on a
But check this
motherfucking boat.
out. No, this is the real. The and I don't care. Fuck it. The Jewish community was reimbursed through. So we know that reparations can happen. $91 billion.
Armenians that get some kind of reparations for
There's been
the
the
Turkish
Asian community has
genocide.
been reimbursed with loans, set asides, easier to get loans for property and stuff like that for all of the heinous shit that actually America did. And what America did to
Actually,
the Japanese people in the internment camps was horrible.
yeah, and actually, we have seen it here in our neighborhood now, Shang, and when I say neighborhood, just outside of LA, Manhattan Beach, right? With Bruce's Beach,
Right.
that was actually that beachfront property was returned to the Bruce family. I think they sold
So
it back
it
to the
can be
county
done.
for like 20 million
Right.
or something.
It can be done.
So
So I don't
yeah,
want to. Yeah.
yeah.
So to say it can't be done, and plus we spend money. We spend millions of dollars on fucking toilet bowl seats and shit like that. If you look at the military industrial complex, the way they do shit, the way they spend money, and how all the set asides and kickbacks these motherfuckers get, and they get big kickbacks. The military gets big kickbacks, and a lot of it is not spent on helicopters or tanks. It's to pad the pockets of these motherfuckers. So we know that they could do it. It's just America doesn't want, again, they don't like you. And I know you say don't blanket statement all white people. White people need to step up their game about the human race. And if they're really about that life, they need to check the crackers. If they don't check the crackers, then that means you down with the crackers.
There you go.
They're complicit with the shit that they're doing. If I'm sitting there and I know somebody's bungholing a kid, and I'm watching this priest bunghole a kid, and I'm standing there and I'll go, hey man, he keeps bungholing the kid, and I don't try to prevent him from doing it, then that means I am condoning and complacent with it.
Yeah.
So if you're white and you see this shit going on and you're complacent with it because you don't want to lose your position, and plus a lot of white people are really fucking mediocre, and they know that they can still achieve being mediocre. Britney Spears and all these other singers and actors and stuff that be mediocre as fuck and make mad money. That's why you see mediocre ass comics that don't do well, don't get crowds laughing, but they will get the opportunity to be seen by Netflix and all this other shit, while we have to jump through flaming hoops with gasoline draws on just to be seen or even recognized. So fuck them. and I will continue to blanket statement them until they blanket statement they're crackers. I'm all
I
one to
use
say that.
I'll suggest I use a dye-free, perfume-free detergent on my underwear instead of gasoline. It's
Oh, okay.
safer.
It is safer.
Uh, Maya Baker says, I think they are open to input, meaning San Francisco, but basically looking at minimum time of residency in the city and confirmed U.S. citizenship. I would think they would do, I don't know, I feel like they would do, like you'd have to get a DNA test, and next thing you know, you're back on the auctioning block. They're like, your nose is not wide enough, your lip is, you
Exactly.
have a European upper lip. But yeah, we all would like to see reparations occur, and not just on gesture levels, but it's like Tulsa, Oklahoma, right? The Greenwood, like we we know what happened. You know that all that land was stolen.
Right.
Like you got to give it back. I don't give a fuck if the motherfucking Oklahoma City Thunder play in there.
Yeah.
That
You got to
arena
give it
is
back.
niggas
You got
arena
to give
now.
it
Yeah,
back. But they
give
won't.
it
They
all back.
won't because they bitches. They bitches. Everybody knows how corrupt they are. We know how to look at the banks. Banks are corrupt. The reason that bank fucking failed is there was a lot of corruption going on, a lot of shady shit going on, and all these CEO execs end up tiptoeing off to fucking the Pluto, some other planet, in a hermetically sealed fucking bubble where they're living there with all prostitutes that they got from Epstein's Island. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that these motherfuckers
Well,
already
not
get the
with
kickback.
this one though. It is being done differently. We were talking. I was talking about it yesterday, but they the way this is happening, the FDIC is actually taking over or has taken over Silicon
Right.
Valley
So
and
they're supposed
Signature
to give the
Bank.
money back. But I mean,
They fired the managers, and they're reimbursing, or they're gonna secure the funds of all depositors, which does include some wealthy people as well as your average
right.
citizen. But they are not going to save or bail out the investors in the bank or any of the managers or any of that shit. So B Rose, we see you in the building.
B Rose,
Uh,
B Rose coming in hot, coming in hot. No, I mean, no,
is it,
they are doing that. They are definitely reimbursing people, and that's cool. But what I'm saying is, they know that the fuckery came, and this is the wild part. I saw a thing on MSNBC, even though I still think MSNBC and CNN need to step up their fucking game and call it for what it is instead of this bullshit tiptoeing around who's wrong and who's right. Fuck all that false equivalency shit. The thing is,
I
they
don't feel like
reimburse
CNN
them,
and
but
MSNBC do that.
yeah, 20. Okay, they tried to blame the GOP tried to blame it on diversity
Blame what
hiring
on diversity?
practices. What happened with that bank? They tried to blame the fact that this happened on the diversity hiring practices because 40% of the people that work for that company were women. There was one black person, one transgender, and four gay people.
Is this
And
at Silicon Valley Bank?
Silicon Valley. So they're trying to say the reason that happened is the diversity hires that they gave, that diversity, and they're at fault. So it's women's fault, gays' fault, transgenders' fault, and the black dude's fault. And it was not
And,
black people.
guess who got blamed for the theft? James, that nigga James.
James, and this is James looking back on it. What?
Huh?
I'm just telling you, man. That's what it is. I just feel like in my humble opinion, the banks know that they have incompetent fucks that work for them. But a lot
Mike
of it
said
is
the board is
the board is a
snow
lot.
white.
But this is the wild part about it is there was a thing I read about nepotism and the level of nepotism in the banking industry, where they hire people that they know aren't qualified, that aren't top tier accountants, top tier bankers. A lot of it is nepotism, where they'll hire their cousin or their child or whatever else, and they're not qualified. So,
family business.
right, family members. So when you see the bank fail, That is a portion of it. It's not the complete thing. I mean, there's also other factors, but that is part of it. And don't get it twisted. And one person said, "Well, what's nepotism?" They thought it was the ointment that you put on cuts. No, that's Neosporin. It's two
Okay.
different. Yeah, it's nepotism and Neosporin. But that's part of it, which that threw me because I didn't. That wasn't the first thing I thought. The first thing I thought is a bunch of corrupt motherfuckers just doing corrupt shit. But it was incompetence and nepotism because they said that a lot of the CEOs for Wells Fargo are related to their top execs or the father of, or or closely related, or it's my nephew. Look at Trump. What Trump did, he brought that silky vampire fuck. What's his name? He brought
Well,
him in.
he had all his kids involved in dumb shit.
He had all his kids involved in the thievery of that they did with America. But again, look at all the problems in the country. There's this scene, Pedro. I will send it to you. It's
See,
so intense. I forget what movie it's from. And they asked him, "Why aren't you talking?" It was a black guy sitting a white guy. "Why aren't you talking?" And he said, "Because you're a virus." And he started going. Have you seen that? I gotta send. It's such an intense scene, and he breaks down why they're a virus. You destroy the earth. You cause wars. You do all these things. You minimize us. You kill and rape us. You take our land. You do all of these things, and until another virus kills this virus, you will continue to be the thing that's damaging this country and this world. Now, I know that's a little severe, but think about all the bad shit, even what white people have done to white people. Now, I'm not being racist. Anybody think I'm being racist? Think about it. There was a white nation.
I think you should talk about crackers and white
Okay,
people because
white
there's a
people that
difference.
did the crackers. If you look at what happened with the Jewish community, of the Jewish people, it was another white nation.
There's crackers,
It was crackers or fascists.
and by the way, they
Yeah,
didn't consider Jewish people to be
Nazis.
white
They didn't consider them white, but even though ultimate end of the day, okay,
or Aryan, as they might have said.
are Aryan. They, if you look at that, that was a situation like that. If you look at, but you can't let black people off the hook because there was black people that were rounding up black people for slavery to sell to white people to bring over here. So we're not totally off the hook when it comes to slavery and when it comes to heinous shit. But the level of heinous shit that's been done by
The-
the majority has been cannot be equated to the heinous shit that has been done by the minority.
I also don't think it was understood by African slave traders what what kind of slavery the European had in mind.
Agreed.
Because slavery existed in Africa, but it was like indentured servitude in Europe, right? Like if your tribe lost or whatever in a war or battle or whatever, and you got captured, you got integrated eventually into the that winning tribe or whatever, right? They weren't cutting your balls off and tar and feathering you and lashing you every day. It was like,
Right.
oh, you got to be one of us now because you lost. But eventually they become like more like family than obviously then. So slavery was different in Africa than it was, in the European colonies. So while slavery existed there, it was, as far as I know, much different. So.
It's a different ball game. But like for instance, but aside, what I'm saying is with America, let's go with America. America knows that the shit that they've done to us, uh, not me and Pedro necessarily, but it's done it to us too because Pedro, and I'm gonna just say this to him, he can whatever. Pedro has been a strong stand-up comic for a long time, and sometimes the clubs will minimize a strong comic, I believe that part of it is color. I
Yeah.
think it is part of his color. It can't just be, well, you're not a consistently strong comic, or you're not
Right.
consistently making the
Man.
audience laugh. It's got to be race is a factor in everything.
Oh, bro, like I'm telling you, I have not. Now, I'm pretty sure I've brought this up on the show before, but one of my many boycotts in life. We don't fuck with the NFL, we don't fuck with Walmart, but I haven't fucked with Comedy Central. I don't know, in like probably 15 years or so,
Me too.
17. And it was specifically because I went out for a showcase for one of their stand-up shows back then. It's like Premium Blend or some shit like that, whatever. Did the showcase in the club, blew that bitch up. You know what I mean? Like lit that motherfucker up, right? And next day or two later, my manager at the time hit me up and was like, "Yeah, they're gonna pass on you." And I'm like, "What?" Like I tore that shit up. She was like, she literally goes, this is white manager and talking to white executives, but they told my manager. I don't know why she told me this, but they told my manager, they were like, "We love Pedro. He's hilarious. But we already have a black guy on the show. What else do you have?"
That's what I mean. We always have to
So,
have that underlying, even when you do great on something, that underlying, what other messages are we receiving?
but I mean, but it was like the blatantness of it, right? When you talk about race as a factor, they literally told her that they're not hiring me because I am black, because there is already a black guy on it, right? Like that I was just like, okay, we know it happens, but goddamn, nigga, you ain't gotta say that
Oh
shit.
no,
Like,
I know.
oh,
Larry
he's
King
black.
said,
We're not gonna
yeah,
hire him because we
they
already
did that
have
with
one
Last
of
Comic
those.
Standing. It was a casting call. We need a black guy, we need a gay person, we need a fat black woman, we need we need this, we need that. Yeah, we know that. But what I'm saying is, so for us to have a paranoia with cops, for us to have a paranoia with the business, with finance, with housing. When you find out that when people would go to sell their house, they had to remove all the black pictures because when they had anything Afrocentric, the people would, estimate their house at a lower
Oh
value
yeah,
than they would.
appraisal.
Right. So imagine your whole
I
existence.
was just reading about that yesterday. They're trying to get more people of color and women into appraisals, into
Right.
the as appraisers, to help try and alleviate that shit.
I mean, think about that. So your whole life, when you walk outside your door, you have to always be aware that there's going to be something to negate you, something to knock you down a
Try and
notch,
minimize you. Yeah.
minimize you, and it has nothing to do with your skill, talent. If you're professional, I have been as not only as a comic, just I book myself, I do things super professional, and I see white comics that are frighteningly unprofessional, and they will get opportunities time and time and time again. So the fact that you went through that with Comedy Central, I've been through it. I've been through it multiple times, but I think that that is what the country is not addressing. So if I get reparations, it's for all the years of fucking racial terrorism and mental racial terrorism that they've done to us.
I
Not just
mean,
the physical
well,
terrorism, but
no, no,
the mental
and you know
terrorism.
what? I know what you mean, but honestly, when we talk about reparations, I think as a people, we should come from a strictly capitalistic place, right? Like, because how do you prove racial and mental terrorism and things like that, right? That's I'm just foreseeing where they would go with that, right? But if you come with, okay, this land used to belong to these people, and then this group of crackers came out of the mountains and killed everybody and stole that land, and that land was worth this much, and now it's worth this much. So these are more quantifiable things, I think, than emotional and mental terrorism, which are real, right?
Which are
But
real, yeah.
when we go to court for this shit, when we actually try and fight for reparations, we need to be talking about the capitalistic economics of it, right? Like we I'm pretty sure Whitey Johnson is a troll at this point, a troll we're familiar with, that who's just changing their name up. But yeah, they focus on me too much, I think, and tell a lot of like porno jokes and stuff, like kitty joke, like not intelligent shit. I don't know.
Wow. Wow.
But anyways,
not
you know,
intelligent.
but
Why did you
yeah.
say
So
dumb shit?
no. But when we talk about getting reparations, we can quantify, and that's where that the guy I said who said we should all get 30 million. I mean, that's where he was coming from. It was like when we look at what the land that was stolen, the housing opportunities that were denied,
Right.
there's a quantifiable amount of money that black people in mass lost as a community. So um, that's where I'm gonna argue this shit from, right? You know what I mean? Is the emotional stuff that's for us to deal with in therapy once we get our 30 million. But
Right.
the shit we got to argue in court is dollars, money, land, resources that were taken away, educational opportunities to advance, upwardly in our
Yeah, and
society
I
that were
think just
taken
if
away.
we just go just with land and housing, and how the GI Bill was supposed to help everybody that went over and sacrificed their life, their limbs. If you look at it, a lot of black vets got no help when they came back, and they might have needed
Mhm.
some. They needed help. If you look at Vietnam, if you look at how a lot of them got fucked over in Vietnam, but when white soldiers came back, just as heroic, whatever. Now over there, it was a whole shit show because it was fucked up. We shouldn't have did all that dumb shit. But when to come back here and still be shit on, still be spit on, still being treated bad after I didn't lay my life down over there, I can understand. I am stunned. More black Vietnam vets have been gone on killing sprees. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we
Because
don't want to put any ideas out
no,
there,
no,
but
I'm not saying putting
I mean,
ideas out there, but think about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
To go
no,
through
no, in
all that
general,
shit and get back
yeah.
here and somebody spits on you or won't give you the loan you said for a house, even though that was part of the GI Bill. So I have a hard time when I say giving white people a pass. Not all white people and crackers, because crackers are the ones that are evil. I guess that's what you're differentiating. It's hard for me to give them a pass because it's like you've been set up to fucking win. Everybody's pitching to you underhanded. Where us, we're getting fucking, top notch pro fastball sent
Here,
at our
here,
face all the fucking time.
yeah. Okay, so I consider this to be, you know, one of the misleading things behind white supremacy, right? It was it was created to justify slavery, right? But not every white person benefited from slavery, right? Not every white person was wealthy enough to own slaves and land.
Yeah, some
Uh,
white dude said that. He was arguing with some dude said, I mean,
well,
my family worked hard too.
yeah, 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 no, no, no. He
You
was
know
like,
how
how much a slave
expensive a
cost? Yeah,
slave
yeah,
was?
yeah,
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah. Come on, man.
But okay, but the reality is there've always been poor white people too, right?
Right.
Who aren't actually set up to win. Like I disagree with you if you say that white people, like all of them, are set up to win. It's
I
not. It's
I,
part. It's
well,
part of the
I
fallacy,
disagree.
bro. If you were born in some coal mine town in West Virginia as a
No.
white person, you are not set up to win in America. You're
Yes,
not.
you are. Oh my
No, no,
God,
no, no, no,
Pedro. Yes, you
bro.
are. How
No,
is
you're
that?
not,
How are you not? How are you not?
bro. A coal town in
All
West
they got to do is
Virginia.
leave that coal town. You know what?
No, 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 Shane. Listen. You're saying words. What does leave a town mean? What does that mean?
What do you mean leave a town? Drive somewhere else.
Okay,
Catch a
so
bus somewhere else.
drive means have a car. Do they
Catch
have
a
a car? I
catch
mean,
a
these
bus.
people are
Walk.
some of these people are poor as fuck. Okay, so then you're poor as fuck. Take the
Right.
skin color out of it. Coal Town in West Virginia equals poor than a motherfucker, right?
So
Poor people, hold on, poor people don't have resources. So then it takes resources to move. What they gonna do? Go to New York City? You
yeah,
take your and do what, dog? They've
feed
been
off the
educated in
poor.
West Virginia. They've been educated in
Okay,
West
that's
Virginia.
true. Okay, you got me there. But
Like
okay,
they don't have any resources.
but
Are they
there's
gonna go to a more
but
expensive place and then
poor white people think they're better than poor black people, and they know. You know why?
that's the fallacy of white supremacy. That's what I'm starting with. Is that it is told a certain population that they were supposed to win, that they're entitled to winning, but the people telling them that are also white but rich and powerful, and have no intention of ever letting these redneck hicks into their circles, right? Like the really, really elite, nigga, when I tell you the really, really elite, don't fuck with poor people. Like, like white, black, brown, it doesn't matter. Like, they don't fuck with poor people, bro.
Read with a black person in the same town won't be treated the same.
Right. So that'll be the racial difference, the part of it, right?
And
But
that's
what I'm
stuff-
what I'm
that's
what
stuff,
I'm
right?
but what I'm addressing is Shane said they're all set up to win. And when
Yeah.
I'm saying you that a poor white person in this country isn't set up to win.
Absolutely.
They might be set up to have better chances at some point than most black people.
So if you have a
but
better
they're not
chance,
set up to
if they
win.
have a
though.
better chance to win, then you have no
That's not a
chance.
that's not a setup to win.
Okay, then that's the setup to
That's
win.
not the same.
It is the same. Well, how's it not the same?
Well, no. I mean, what you brought up earlier with the banks is rich ass white people giving
Nepotism, yeah, but
nepotism, giving their underqualified,
right.
offspring jobs. Well, I mean, a poor ass coal miner. What's he gonna hand down to his poor ass son?
Okay,
His shovel,
I'll
the
give you
shovel
an
his
example.
granddaddy used to,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like, I mean,
I see what you're saying.
at a certain, in a capitalistic society, poor is poor.
No, in a
And it's hard
capitalistic society-
to climb out of that, dog.
In a capitalistic society, Honey Boo Boo, who could be dumb as a fucking stick, can be put in the position to win and become a millionaire. Whether they're dumb, whether they're from West Virginia, which I think some of Honey Boo Boo's family who are multimillionaires are, and some of these, ice truckers and all these other fucking reality shows with these subpar ass snow heathens get in a situation. They can get pushed in a position to win constantly, even if they're from West Virginia.
I mean, I just can't call Honey Boo Boo winning.
Their skin color is their pass. Their skin color is their pass to get to a better life. It is not their intellect. It is not.
But it's not. I'm saying it's not guaranteed though.
It's not guaranteed. Nothing's right. There's a lot of shit that's not guaranteed.
So then, if it's not, then it's not.
Okay.
So then some of them are not set up to win.
They are put in a position. They are put in a better position to thrive and succeed.
But that's no. That's just the game, dog. The game is
semantics.
Tell poor white people that they're better than black people, rather than tell poor white people that rich white people are holding them back. Right? You tell poor white people you should be rich like us, but these niggers stole your job, right? But the reality is the rich white people ship the job overseas to have brown children make it barefoot in some sweaty ass factory, right? So rich white people are fucking everybody over.
No, yeah,
right?
yeah, like
including poor white people. So even if the poor white people think or might be able to get the job at 7-Eleven above the black guy, they're still working at 7-Eleven.
But they're still succeeding in
right. But they'll never get out of the 7-Eleven job.
I'm not saying,
but so then how are they set up to win? How are they set up to win?
That means, okay, so if you get a job at 7-Eleven and I don't have a job at 7-Eleven, you are set up to succeed and win.
Nigga, working at 7-Eleven is not success. That is not success. In American capitalism, that is not success. You're just doing better than the black person. But that's not success. That's not winning. That's not winning, bro.
That's not success.
That's not winning.
It's not. That is winning. If I get a job, if you don't get a job, I'm winning. I'm not
over that person that you competed for that job.
Hold on, I'm not winning big time.
Right.
But I am doing better in my life. If I can get a job, there was a movie I saw, The Pursuit of Happiness. It's Will Smith, and we ain't gonna talk about Will Smith, but any job where you can get your family in a better position to eat, shelter, clothes, anything. It's not necessarily winning in a capitalistic society from the standpoint of you're balling out of control, but it makes your existence and your life better. And if you get that position, not because you're talented, because you're smarter, because you're better, because of your whiteness, then that means your whiteness is what puts you in the position to get a better life. If you look at resumes, black people with black naming, not sounding
Yeah, I know sounding
resumes,
names don't get the
names
call.
don't get the call. So
Right.
your whiteness is what gets you in positions. Not necessarily you're going to win, but it puts you in a position to win. And they call us lazy when a lot of white people that are in a position not necessarily guaranteed to win, but you get in the position and still can't do the shit. Whereas we gotta do the shit above and beyond all fucking measure to get where they're from. The Chris Rock joke, where it's like I'm with the best. It's the best rapper. My neighborhood is the best rapper, Jay-Z, the best singer, whatever, Rihanna. All these rich black people that are the best at their field. And you know who my neighbor is? A dentist. Not no super dentist that invented teeth, but a regular fucking dentist. So they can achieve the same shit that we achieve with not even close to the sweat equity that we do. Poor white people in fucking West Virginia, if they leave and get a little bit of fucking knowledge, can succeed more than a black person that is actually trying to do the right shit and might be more intelligent.
So why haven't poor white people left West Virginia?
Because
Or
they're
Kentucky?
absolutely, you know what? Well, I can tell you that because other than them being comfortable with their surroundings and obviously indoctrinated with the fucking they love the way applesauce smells. But other than that, it's because they are absolutely frighteningly subpar.
Subpar how?
I was gonna say subpar as just beings. They embrace that fuckery. They don't want to
No,
succeed.
man. To be honest, I think you're glossing over some major stuff here, right? Like, if poor white people could actually get out of their poor white situation, why wouldn't they? If they could just use their white skin to stop being poor, why haven't they?
Okay, all right. I don't have the answer completely to that, but
Because their white skin isn't going to get them out of poverty always. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why there's a bunch of poor ass white people. Like, most people on welfare in this country are white, straight up. But why? It's really not. They don't enjoy it. They don't love it. They've
no.
been told that black people, immigrants, all this shit are
Okay,
holding them back. But that's not what's holding them back, right? If poor white people could really get out of poverty, they would do it just by being white. They would do it. Some of them are dumb as fuck. Do you know why? Because educational systems have been purposely drained to keep people dumb as fuck. Keep poor people dumb as fuck. All I'm saying, I obviously understand that white supremacy has operated from Europe across the globe to this continent and has
right.
controlled America from day one. Like, that's not what I'm arguing, right? All I'm saying, this got me in this place when you were like, white people are set up to win. And I know that there are millions of white people in this country who are not set up to win. And if you tell me that because they can get a job at the 7-Eleven in their poor ass town over a black man, I'm gonna tell you that's racism working, but not that white person winning, right? Like,
Okay,
the American dream is not go work at a convenience store for minimum wage,
I
live in
hear
this
you.
poor ass town with a hole
I
in
hear
your roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. And
I hear you.
if America was actually set up for every white person to win, then they would be. But there
They are
are
winning.
there are loser ass white people, dog. Bro, there are really, really poor white people in this country, Shane, that you and I are doing markedly better than, right? Now, and all I'm saying is, if it was just about whiteness, see, this is the trick between racism and capitalism. Racism distracts us from what capitalism is always trying to do,
Oh no,
which is
I
make
agree. The top
a smaller
1%.
number of people
If they're
richer,
down here fighting, you can't really address
then
what's
you can
going on.
just stay up here and get
I
rich.
know,
So
but
that's all it really is.
do you
And
see my
I
point?
just think it's a dangerous space though when we're just like, white people are set up to win and white people do this, and it's like these are broad blankets, and it's really not like that. Like, not all white, I'm gonna keep saying this to the end of the day, not all white people in this country are set up to win, right?
Well,
It's just not possible. Like
I don't know about
they
that.
just, if all you had to do was be white to succeed in America, there would be way more successful white people. Like there are a lot of we saw them climbing the walls of the
Okay, I'm going to
Capitol,
give you an
dog.
example of people that could just be white and succeed before be on their wildest dreams. Donald Trump.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He doesn't have it. It's not like he's
But he came from wealth.
inquisitive or
You're talking about a
came from
complete
wealth. I know. What
person.
I'm saying
I'm
is,
talking about poor people.
I mean, okay, but I'm saying it's you can. There's a lot of white people that can just be white and mediocre as fuck and go to the highest of heights.
And those people are rich, Shane. Yes. I went to school with a whole bunch of them. I'm talking to you about poor people.
Did you ever want to
you
hit
seem
them?
you seem to be yeah, I would just get it off on the football field though.
Okay.
Like for real. Like I knew some of my teammates were racist, and every now and then at practice, I would just like get one in. When I could, I come around the corner, just stand on over.
By the way, people on the feed, he said that out loud. I want y'all to know that wasn't in his head.
I mean, yeah.
So he admitted it.
I didn't have to fight my teammates in the streets. I could just like it. It's football.
It's football. I got a little get back, and this wasn't for the yardage. This was for racism. So like, I wonder if that. No, that's why people talk about when you watch boxing and somebody a black boxer is beating the shit out of a white boxer, you're sitting there going, yeah, that's for Emmett Till. Like you. It's like
that's the only reparations we got so far.
If we can't get fairness across the board, at least we watched this dude get his ass stomped out. So
Maya said when the coal mine shut down, they didn't use opportunities to retrain. If they can suck off of America's tit and survive, why fight it? I mean, when you shut down a coal mine in a coal mining town, or coal mines in a coal mining town, you impoverish that town. And like Maya said, without retraining, these people are left with no skills. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
So like, yeah, you're gonna impoverish that town. And then once you impoverish the people, they become dependent.
Okay. Well, AJ Fitz said most of the people
messing around poor are white. Absolutely. It's their crack, right? Like it's fentanyl, opioids, all of that. It's their crack, and it's gonna tear up poor communities, right? Like every now and then some rich kid dies from this shit, but you're not hearing about the meth outbreak in Bel Air, California, right? Like Beverly Hills, it doesn't have a bunch of fucking opioided out teens, sleeping in the bushes or whatever. So these are conditions of poverty. And all I was really trying to say is that, I would disagree that all white people are set up to win.
All right, not all white people.
That's just not how capitalism works. Like everybody can't win in capitalism. Capitalism relies on losers.
Okay, it relies on losers, but it also relies on percentages. And if you have 80% compared to 20%, if 20%, if I get 80%, just like you said, if I got a 7-Eleven job and you ain't got no job, you're turning to some other ways to get some money than I am. And it means I might be put in a position to move forward to make my life better. Because 7-Eleven could lead to something else, something else. But while I'm trying to
be the Calvin of 7-Eleven, they got me putting away chips now. Soon I'll be on Slurpees.
A lot of people don't understand. I used to be on Doritos, which everybody knows is the fastest chip. Now I'm on Sun Chips. Sun Chips are always better. They're better for you and they're healthier because they got more grain. So, all right, look, we didn't went long because you started it. You started it. Savage AF, make sure that you check out all of us on all of our platforms. You know what the platforms is. And anybody that was offended by this show, I'm sorry, I was on one today. It's just that I've seen a lot of snow heathens getting away with a lot of murder, death, kill, and financial fucking fuckery, and it made me a little tight. All right, but make sure that you subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to the channel, you know what to do. I know y'all know what to do. It's in your mind, it's in your heart, and it's right here, right now. Bell, subscribe to the channel, give us some thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. And while you're, doing some online shit, you might as well follow a person, a legend in his own mind and the earth, Black Pedro. Da, 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 da. That was your music. That was your
I
music.
like it.
And follow at Comedian Shang on the IG, on the Instagram, Instagram. Make sure you follow on the Instagram. Okay,
Rambam.
so we're going to wrap up this show tomorrow. I don't know. Are you going to be available? I will.
I'm going to be here. Man.
Okay, so
Also tomorrow,
you'll be hosting.
it's in my bio.
I saw it.
The Chick Fleet.
I just liked it.
And I got a flyer up on my Instagram, but I'll be at the Comedy Chateau hosting tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m.
The 7:30 show. Good. And if you get a chance tonight, I'll be at Mama Shelter tonight, and then I'll be
Hollywood.
at the Laugh Factory at 7, and then I'll be at the Laugh Factory at 10 o'clock tonight in Hollywood, and then Friday I'll be at the Laugh Factory in Long Beach, and then Saturday I'll be in Tarzana at the Last Call. It's called the Last Call. It's like a nightclub, but they doing comedy night, and it's gonna be interesting. And then after that, I will let you know about other stuff coming up. But make sure you share this, subscribe, and share your opinion with us here on Savage AF. We appreciate you, and all the people that have been following us, we appreciate you too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So let them know. Let them know.
Let them know what?
We about to go. So you got to let them know. It's the rule.
I was doing like this. The peace sign, I was like,
No,
hey. No, but Savage AF, man. I know what you're saying. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. Listen, stay black. Stay black if you are.
Yes.
Don't be black if you're not.
Yes.
Okay. I don't care if you live in a coal mine town or not.
All right.
And wherever you live, keep your fingers out your nose, man. I know it's tempting. You feel it in the back and you want to go get with it.
That's what I was waiting for.